Howdy, I'm Bill Southern from Nugget Shooter Journals, doing something weird. All right, I ordered these oyster mushrooms. It's a box. They send you a package of mycelium and a nice little instruction card. Okay, and you cut a little hole in the top and you put in some water. Well, look what happened after about 5 days. It's starting to grow mushrooms, my friends. See that down in there? I'm going to let you watch these grow along with me. They double in size every day at this point. Pretty soon there'll be a big wad of them right there. And they're mighty good eating if you've never eaten oyster mushrooms. And the cool part is I can take that bag and I can start it in a bucket, 5-gallon bucket with holes drilled in it. And that mycelium will spread in straw or whatever other medium I use and grow lots more mushrooms. And then you have your mycelium established and you can use it over and over and over as long as you keep feeding it. Yeah, kind of cool. But anyway, these things are growing. And I keep the plastic bag on there for moisture. I just think that's really cool. So, I'll share this as it grows with you. And I guess it's farming in its own way, but kind of fun farming. I wish I could grow morels. I've heard people doing it, but I think it's a lot of work. And Arizona, we got dry air, so we got to be careful what we do here. But anyway, this is probably what day is day 7?
Something like that.
Day 5, day 7, something like that, Tammy says. So, and they're starting to grow. It's pretty cool. So, like I said, I'll keep you along with me on this little venture, and we'll see if we can grow some mushrooms. And they're good. Day 2, since my oyster mushrooms started pinning, which means they start growing, and that's called pinning. And if you look in here, I made this today with Tammy's help. This is a humidity tent, and it helps keeps the mushrooms from drying out, because that's unacceptable. And it's just a little old dog crate and with plastic on it. But look in there. Huh? Those mushrooms are growing. That's just since yesterday. It's the same time. And in the next couple days, that's going to be a big mass of delicious oyster mushrooms. I also have a 5-gallon bucket that I started. I'll show you how we do that too. It's just all really cool. And that's a bag of mycelium, like I said, and the mushrooms are growing from that bag. And all we have to do at this point is keep them moist. And once that bag's spent, you can actually grow one more time, or we can actually take that apart and put it in a 5-gallon bucket and grow mushrooms in a 5-gallon bucket as well. Look at the little mushroom tent. And all we did was duct tape some plastic around it. It's not a rocket science type of deal. And that'll keep the moisture in there and help those mushrooms just grow. Ooh. And the 5-gallon bucket, I'm going to make a little bigger one of these. I have a larger one. That way I don't have to buy anything. And there's one more look at them. Tomorrow they're going to look a whole lot different, my friends. And oh, look, oh yeah, look here. I got some hickory wood in there, and we're smoking some salmon jerky. Ooh, it's going to be good. Yes, it is. It's going to be good. Smoked salmon. Yum. Anyway, my friends, that's day 2 after the mushrooms started pinning. And that means after they start growing up out of the mycelium. So anyway, see you tomorrow. Alrighty. Day 3 of the magic mushroom grow. Well, not magic mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, edible mushrooms, not trippy mushrooms, but it's pretty cool, man. You're not gonna believe how big this thing's got in 3 days. And it's coming out of the top of this mycelium block I got. We got it in our little gizmo here. And we're gonna open it up and have a look. Okay. And, oops, and voila. Look at that, my friends. They are growing like crazy. Of course, Bruno has to get in here with his big dog face. No, boy. Come on. No. But look at that. And those are all going to be, you can actually see the individual mushrooms now. And I just think that's so cool. Hey, and like I said, when these are spent and we get our mushrooms from it, we're going to take and recycle that mycelium. And then we are going to have more mushrooms in a 5-gallon bucket. Okay? And you can see it comes with an X right on the deal here for you to cut. But I cut it on the flat side because it's easier to set up. I didn't want it falling down. But anyway, this thing's going to be going really well. And we're going to have a lot of mushrooms there, I think. And I don't know, it's something to do, man. We're locked down right now and we can't get out and do really much except a little prospecting, and you can't even go have a nice dinner or anything right now. So yeah, well, I'm stuck at home. I decided to try something new, and I think this is going to be really nice. And oyster mushrooms, I don't know if you've tried them or not. They do sell them in some grocery stores, but they are really good, and they're really close to the same flavor as a morel, but yeah, nothing beats a morel. I just had a friend of ours let us know that we're talking about mushrooms to her, and she texted Tammy today and said, hey, I got morels in my yard here in Oklahoma. He said, what? Yeah, unreal. I'm a little bit jealous of that. They don't grow here in the dry Southwest too much. Maybe up north a little bit, but not down here. And that's why we need this nice little tent to help keep the humidity in there so they grow well. So there you go, my friends. Day 4 will be tomorrow. I bet we're starting to see a little more formation of the actual mushroom. Okie dokie, we're inside for day 4 because the Tammy and I built a new mushroom tent down below. That's going to be for the 2 5-gallon buckets we're going to be growing from in the future. But look at this. Look at that, my friends. Those oyster mushrooms are a-growing. Look at that. Is that cool or what? You can actually see individuals now. And it's doubling in size every day. Pretty amazing. All from a little lump of mycelium in grain. And it's fun to get started doing something like this. It's totally new stuff for me. I've picked a lot of mushrooms, but I've never grown them. These are doing quite well. Yep, they're doing quite well. And we do sterilize everything in here first with alcohol. And there's going to be some people that are real fussy about how they grow that might not like some of my techniques. But by watching my techniques, you can learn to grow just about anywhere because, number one, I'm in a bad environment in Arizona. Number two, I don't use hot water sterilization. I use lime, pickling lime, to sterilize my straw. And I'm going to show you how to do that coming up here. And then I'll tear this mycelium block apart after it's done producing for us. And I'll put it in a bucket with layers. I already have one 5-gallon bucket going and it's doing really well. I'll show you that coming up as well. So anyway, day 4 of the mushroom grow. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, hello everybody, and we have day 5 of the big mushroom grow, oyster mushrooms. And let's see what we got today. Let's see what we got today. I get these things out from under and kind of fold it underneath to help hold the moisture in. And ta-da! Look at that. Holy moly. All right, this is day 5. Look at that, my friends. We're almost to full-grown edible mushrooms. It just amazes me how fast they grow. And until you actually grow them, you don't realize it. I've always picked oyster mushrooms in the woods. When I was younger, we picked them, and along with morels and other stuff. I've never actually grown them. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool indeed. So I'm guessing in a couple days, we're going to be eating these mushrooms. And So far, a very successful experiment. Those are doing quite well. Quite well. You can actually see all the different mushrooms that are going to be in this cluster. There'll be a couple pounds of them there, I bet, when they get done. So there you have it. Day 5. Tomorrow ought to be pretty impressive, I think. See you tomorrow. Day 6. Day 6. Okay. We're going to pull the cover and take a look. You're not going to believe this. This stuff's really going, man. Day 6. Look at that. Look at that, would you? Those, my friend, are oyster mushrooms. Okay, now we're going to let those grow until you start seeing the ends of these start turning upward. And then they're ready to pick and eat. And you just take the whole bunch off. And those are looking pretty darn good. Yep. It's kind of cool. Just another way to farm, I guess, and have some fresh mushrooms. I bet they taste mighty darn good. I bet they even taste as good as the ones I used to pick years and years ago. I don't know if we have them in Arizona or not. I'd have to look it up. Probably up north, you could probably pick oyster mushrooms in some areas, but they're not as common here as they were back in Illinois. I mean, there were woods and forest preserves and stuff everywhere, and I was born in Michigan too, and mushrooms up there are pretty plentiful. So, but this is cool. It's something to do. We're stuck in the house, kinda, and aren't able to get out and do much of anything else. So we're trying new things, and that's a new thing right there. Look at that. I'm pretty impressed with that. Yep, that's going to be yummy. And when I do the 5-gallon buckets, it'll grow several clusters like that during the grow. Pretty neat, huh? So, day 7 coming up. Day 7 of the mushroom grow. This is going to be impressive, folks. This is pretty cool. I know I say that every time, but I like growing things and being able to eat what I grow. And mushrooms is new to me. Other than picking them myself, I've never grown mushrooms, and it's working really well. Look at this. Look at this. Those are some beautiful, very beautiful oyster mushrooms. Now those are almost ready, my friends. When they all start turning up a little bit, the edges, we're going to eat them, and that'll probably be tomorrow. And like I said, I've got some 5-gallon buckets we're going to be growing in, so we'll have these around the house most of the time. Once you get started, there's really no investment other than a little bit of pickling lime and wherever you get your straw, your medium. Because once you got the mycelium, you got it. Aren't those beautiful? Nice and fresh. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, does it work when you buy a little mushroom kit offline or something to get yourself started? Yes, it does. And after we use up this block, we're going to use this mycelium to propagate a bucket of straw that's been sterilized in lime and pickling lime, and got holes drilled in the side, and then we're going to grow mushrooms out of that. I'll show you how to do that too, just because it's so cool. And that's kind of a neat way to spend some time at home since I'm stuck here anyway. I'm impressed. Yep, I am. Those are going to be yummy. Wait till you see this, my friends. Here we go. Ta-da-da! Oyster mushrooms. These are ready to eat. Remember I told y'all when the edges start turning up a little bit, they're ready. And these mushrooms are ready to eat. Ooh, yummy. So, there you have it. Yes, these little kits work. Yes, the kits can be recycled into using it in buckets or bags, whatever you want to do to grow more mushrooms. And at that point, you already have your mycelium, and there's very little investment involved at all, other than just growing them in 5-gallon buckets and using straw and pickling lime. Aren't those beautiful? and they're going to be just as good. I'm not going to bug you with the part where we eat them because everybody knows what eating mushrooms looks like. I just wanted to share this first grow with you. And like I said, we're going to be showing you next. I'm going to do another video on this because I'm doing some in 5-gallon buckets. And that's going to be pretty interesting. And we're going to try some different species of mushrooms too. I've got some gray oyster mushroom mycelium coming, so I can start some of those. And we've got this, the white ones here, the pearl white ones. And they got pink, they got purple, they got red. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can do. So anyway, this was a fun experiment. I'm glad you came along with me. And one more good look before I head for the frying pan. Woo woo. That, my friends, is gourmet mushrooms in my home. Wonderful. So for now, if you like my videos, even if they get a little weird and mushroomy, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Nugget shooter out to get a frying pan.